I don't know about you, but I love granola. It's one of my favorite things to put on a smoothie bowl and also to eat alone with some almond milk. I love making homemade nut milks, but I never know what to do with the leftover pulp. I mean, there's like $5 worth of ground almonds right here, so why not put it into something I'll enjoy every day? Okay, let's get started. So you're gonna grab your ball of almond pulp and you're gonna place it on a baking sheet with a Silpat mat. From here, you wanna grab a rubber spatula and spread it out pretty evenly so we can stick it in the oven to dehydrate it. In a 375-degree oven, put your almond pulp in for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, take out the almond pulp and toss it with your rubber spatula. You wanna make sure all the pieces get dehydrated. When the pulp is done being dehydrated, put it in a bowl and set it aside. Alright, let's get started with our wet ingredients. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of coconut oil melted. I decided to melt mine in my microwave by doing it for 30 seconds. I made sure it didn't get too hot though. After the coconut oil is melted, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Well, I actually used a pretty generous 1/4 cup of maple syrup, but I like my granola a little bit sweeter. Next, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then stir to combine. Okay, let's get started with our dry ingredients. You're gonna wanna grab a pretty large mixing bowl to accommodate all the ingredients. So we're gonna start off with our dehydrated almond pulp, place that in the bowl. And then next you're gonna grab a 1.5 cups of rolled oats. And then next you want roughly about 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds. And then you're gonna take some salt and just dash that over. Give these dry ingredients a pretty good stir. And then next you're going to take your wet ingredients, stir that up as well, and then pour it over your dry ingredients, and then stir it all to combine. From there, you're going to pour it on to your Silpat mat on your baking sheet and spread it out pretty evenly. You're gonna stick it into a 375-degree oven for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you wanna take it out, spread it out again, make sure all the pieces are getting browned pretty evenly, and then you're gonna stick it back in for another 10 minutes. When your granola has finished baking, take it out and allow it to cool for 15 to 20 minutes. When the granola is done cooling, it's time to add some dried fruit. So today I used a 1/3 cup of dried cranberries. I think dried cranberries pair with this so well because they add this little burst of sweetness. And then voila, there you are. You've reused your almond pulp to make some delicious almond pulp granola. One of my favorite ways of eating this is just simply with some almond milk and maybe some frozen berries.